So Kamala Harris testing the waters on changing her immigration messaging to border state voters. Watch.
So I was Attorney General of a border state. I went after the transnational gangs, the drug cartels, and human traffickers. We know our immigration system is broken, and we know what it takes to fix it. That includes strong border security and an earned pathway to citizenship. We had a chance to pass the toughest bipartisan border security bill in decades. But when I am president, I will sign the bill.
Well, I do something about it now. Here to react is Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff Mark Lamb. So, Sheriff, let's go through some of her records before she had this wake-up call, I guess. So she supported all undocumented migrants and said that they are not criminal. She said we must re-examine ICE and its role, meaning defund it. We must fundamentally overhaul our immigration enforcement policies and practices. They are cruel and out of control. So do you think voters will be tricked into believing this new Kamala Harris?
Well, I think there's always going to be some level of voters that are going to be tricked into it, clearly, because every poll shows you could run the worst poll in the world and there's still always going to be 30% that like it. So, yeah, there are going to be people that are going to be tricked. But hopefully the majority of the voters, certainly here in Arizona, know that this administration, to include Kamala Harris as the borders are, have done a horrible job on so many levels, especially at the southern border. And I wouldn't be bragging about what she did in California. If there's one place that's almost as bad as the federal government is, it's California. They have failed at everything as well. So we can't expect that she's going to do any better than what she's already done. And what she has done is terrible.
So, Mark, you know, you've been on the border for a while. You've been a sheriff for a while, covering this issue for a while. What do you think Republicans need to do differently to highlight this issue? Because I do worry about the voters buying, okay, maybe she is a moderate on this issue. What can they do to make it very clear to the American people that she's a radical when it comes to the border?
You know, what Americans need to know is how does it affect their daily life? I think they need to talk about the economical impact that it's having, which is why it's driving some of the prices we have, higher prices in this country. There's housing. There's people that are getting $2,200 checks or over $2,000 checks, while people on Social Security are not getting that money, or homeless veterans are on our streets and not getting free housing like some of these illegals are. I would certainly hit on that, but I would definitely hit on the crimes like the Lake and Riley, like the Rachel Morin, the Jocelyn Ngare. Those are all issues that affect all of us as Americans. I think they should also focus heavily on fentanyl. Fentanyl is the leading cause of death in America between the ages of 18 and 45, and it has become, they're killing over 100,000 Americans a year. I would really hammer home on those things as Republicans. It resonates. Having run for Senate, I wasn't successful, but I was very successful in that messaging. It really hits home, and people get it, and they don't want to hear that. They want change, and Kamala is not going to be the change that the American people are looking for.
You know, Mark, you may have not been successful, but I know a lot of people were rooting for you. And part of it is because you just clearly made the case. There's a criminal aspect to the border security. There's a health and safety aspect to it. And there's also an economic impact. You just made it for our audience. Thank you so much for joining the program this morning.
Thank you, Lawrence. Always good to see you.
You too, brother.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.